Champions Lars Paaske and Jonas Rasmussen of Denmark up against Teik Chai and Tan Shen of Malaysia. So the Danish pair, well, the veterans of men's doubles in Denmark. Lars Paaske, 34 years of age, Jonas Rasmussen, 32. So when I say they're vastly experienced, my goodness, they certainly are. So the Danish pair who won the World Championships in 2003 in this very arena, but they've never won the All England Championships. They were runners-up in 2005, lost out to the current world champions in that final 5 years ago, Kai Yun and Fu Hai Fang. But what a tournament they've had so far. Very first round, they beat the current world #1s, Koo Kian Kiat and Tan Boon Hyung of Malaysia. Didn't just beat them, they beat them convincingly. 21-13, 21-11, and then a second round victory over Ko Sin Hyun and Yu Yong Seong of Korea. So they haven't dropped the game so far. So Gan is the left-hander. Two Malaysian players unseeded here at this year's All England Championships. Reached the last 16 last year, lost out to their teammates Koo Kian Kiat and Tan Boon Hyung. They only formed their partnership at the beginning of last year. They've also won both of their previous matches in 2 straight games, and incidentally that first round victory over the Hong Kong pair, revenge for defeat last week at the German Grand Prix event, and then a very impressive win in the second round against Chai Biao and Zhang Nan of China, who in the first round, that Chinese pair had beaten the #6 seeds Alvin Yulianto Chandra and Hendra Aprida Gunawan. So that's an impressive victory as well. Malcolm Banham is our umpire for this men's doubles. So as far as the Danish pair are concerned, well, I said vastly experienced. There's Jonas Rasmussen, 32, born in Aarhus in Denmark. World ranking at the moment of #10, and therefore unseeded at this year's All England Championships. #2 seeds last year, this Danish combination, lost in the quarter-final stage to Kai Yun and Fu Hai Fang, who went on to take the title. World Championship bronze medalists back in 2006, and a certain English pairing of Anthony Clark and Robert Blair beat them in the semi-final. So as far as the Malaysians are concerned, well, one title last year, that was the Australian Grand Prix event. But I think the result that I really remember them for was when they reached the final of the Malaysian Grand Prix Gold event in Johor, Peru. Lost out in the final to their teammates Koo and Tan. So the Danish pair are semi-finalists at the Olympic Games in Beijing. They lost the bronze medal playoff match to Lee Jae-jin and Hwang Ji-man of Korea. Devastating to play a bronze medal playoff match. You're so close to being in an Olympic final, then all of a sudden you have to try and salvage something from the tournament, and the bronze medal playoff matches. I never played one myself in the Olympic Games, but played numerous times in Commonwealth Games, and they're the hardest matches I think I've ever had to play. So Lars Uar and Kenneth Jonassen, the Danish coaching bench. Very experienced umpire is Malcolm Banham. So this men's doubles, it's all about experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Lars
younger pair
Paaske,
from
Jonas
Malaysia.
Rasmussen, Denmark. my left, Teik Chai Gan, Shen, Malaysia.
Plenty of Malaysian fans here at the National Indoor Arena in Birmingham.
To serve to Lars Paaske. Love all.
Danish pair nearest to us as we look down on the court.
Service over. 1-love.
Lars Paaske, the oldest man on court, 34 years of age. Partner 32. This the second time that these two pairs have met each other. The only previous occasion was in the quarter-final of the Singapore Open last year. And the Danes won in 2 straight games. Now the Malaysian pair, Ian, of course they compete independently on the international tour. They're not part of the national setup as far as Malaysian badminton is concerned. And it means that they haven't got any coaching staff supporting them and advising them throughout this match.
Yes, it's a strange situation to see Asian players uncoached in major events like this, but I've watched their first 2 rounds and they've been very, very impressive. They've used the left-hand, right-hand combination very, very well. But I think they're going to be up against it in this match because the Danes have really found some form from the past this week. An incredible performance in the first round against Shen Tan, the top seeds, and they must be full of confidence for this match.
234 kilometres an hour, fastest shot in that rally. 146 miles an hour.
Service over.
Luck of the net cord.
2-3.
Now, in contrast to the singles events here, and men's doubles and all the doubles events, more about trying to force a weak reply, a reply where your partner can intercept at the net or you get a really short lift. Whereas singles is very much about trying to outmaneuver opponents. So this is very different sort of tactics.
Yes, the things to look out for here is who can get the first attack. The control after the first 3 shots, the service, the return, the third shot. This is probably the key area in this match, and the Danes with so much experience will probably be favourites to get control of that. And really, really interesting here to see how this develops on the front court. In the first 2 rounds the Danes have played, it's been Lars Paaske who's been able to get into the net and dominate. He serves exceptionally well, one of the best serves in the world, and he's very, very quick on the forecourt after that. So if we're looking for the Danes, you'll be looking for Paaske going into the front court, Rasmussen at the back, and once they get into that combination, it's very difficult to get the attack off them.
269 kilometres an hour. That is 168 miles per hour. Oh, gracious. Well, just picking up on your point, Ian, I think, I mean, I've watched this Danish pair for so many years, and I think that Paaske's control at the front of the court is virtually second to none. I think the way he reads the game and the way he mixes up the pace. We see the mix of pace a lot in mixed doubles, but the way he uses it in men's doubles, I think he brings a whole new dimension to men's doubles that very few players can bring.
He reads the game on the front court as well as anybody in the world, and as you say, this week he's looked really, really on top form. He's served exceptionally well, and then that gives him time to get onto that third shot, and he reads the replies very, very well.
7-2.
Yeah, there's another excellent serve. Skims across the net. Oh, goodness, thought about going over, didn't it?